Today, we are diving deep into one of the rarest and most valuable coins in the United States, the 1925 no-mint mark Wheat Penny. If you are a coin collector, an investor, or just someone fascinated by rare and historic coins, you are in for an extraordinary journey because this coin is not just rare, it is a legend in the numismatic world. With a current market value of over $12 million, it represents not only a piece of history but also a potentially life-changing investment. By the end of this video, you will understand why the 1925 no-mint mark Wheat Penny is so rare, how to identify it, its fascinating history, and why collectors are willing to pay astronomical amounts to own it. The 1925 Wheat Penny, also known as the Lincoln Wheat Cent, was part of the Lincoln Cent series, which was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin features Lincoln's profile on the obverse side and two wheat stalks surrounding the denomination on the reverse, hence the nickname, Wheat Penny. While the Lincoln Cent series is extremely popular among collectors, the 1925 no-mint mark penny is particularly special because of its rarity. Unlike other years, most 1925 pennies were struck in Denver, Philadelphia, and San Francisco, but the surviving examples without a mint mark are extraordinarily scarce, making them some of the most sought-after coins in existence today. Before we dive further into the 1925 no-mint mark Wheat Penny, let's explore the broader historical context of the era. The 1920s in America were a time of dramatic change. Known as the Roaring Twenties, this period followed the end of World War I and saw significant economic growth, technological advancement, and cultural transformation. Lincoln Cents from this period are more than just coins. They are pieces of history that reflect an era when America was rising economically and culturally. Every penny minted during this time has its own story, but the 1925 no-mint mark Wheat Penny stands out as a near-mythical artifact due to its rarity and survival rate. So why is the 1925 no-mint mark Wheat Penny so rare? The answer lies in the minting process and historical events surrounding its production. During 1925, the Philadelphia Mint, which produced coins without mint marks, minted fewer pennies than usual due to economic factors and reduced demand for small denomination coins. Additionally, the survival rate of these coins is extremely low. Most pennies from that year were circulated heavily and eventually lost, damaged, or melted down. Coins that did survive often show signs of wear, making well-preserved specimens exceedingly rare. Today, only a handful of high-grade 1925 no-mint mark Wheat Pennies are known to exist in the world, which explains the astronomical market value. Now, let's talk about the specific details that make this coin unique. The obverse side of the coin features Abraham Lincoln facing right, his profile detailed and dignified. The designer's initials, VB, can be found at the base of Lincoln's bust, though on many early pennies these initials were initially removed due to controversy and later restored in modified form. The reverse side, as mentioned, has the iconic wheat ears that symbolize prosperity and agricultural abundance in the United States. Subtle details, such as the depth of the strike, the clarity of Lincoln's features, and the sharpness of the wheat stalks, are crucial for determining the coin's grade. The rarer and more pristine the coin, the more valuable it becomes. Some of the most famous examples of the 1925 no-mint mark Wheat Penny are graded MS-65 or higher, meaning they are virtually flawless and have exceptional eye appeal. Collectors often ask, how can you tell if a 1925 no-mint mark Wheat Penny is authentic? Authentication is absolutely critical with coins of this value, as counterfeit and altered coins exist in the market. First, examine the coin for the absence of a mint mark. A 1925 penny without a D or S indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. Then, carefully inspect the coin for die markers and other known traits specific to the 1925 issue. Professional coin grading services, such as PCGS or NGC, can verify the coin's authenticity and assign it a grade, which significantly affects its market value. Coins graded by these services are more likely to sell for record-breaking prices because buyers have confidence in their legitimacy. The market value of the 1925 no-mint mark Wheat Penny is mind-blowing. While typical Lincoln cents from the 1920s may sell for a few dollars or even a few $100s in top condition, this specific 1925 issue can command over $12 million today. This staggering value is due to a combination of extreme rarity, historical significance, and collector demand. High net worth collectors, museums, and investors view coins like this as both a store of wealth and a piece of cultural heritage. Owning one is not just owning a coin, it is owning a slice of history and an artifact that represents decades of American numismatic tradition. But what makes collectors go absolutely crazy over this coin? One reason is the mystique of survival. The story of how these pennies survived nearly a century of circulation, wars, economic upheavals, and natural decay adds to their allure. Each surviving 1925 no-mint mark wheat penny carries its own story. Whether it was kept as a savings coin in someone's pocket, tucked away in a drawer, or preserved by a family for generations, the historical journey of each coin becomes part of its value, creating a narrative that collectors can own and share. Let's take a closer look at the grading system, because understanding the grading can help you appreciate why some of these coins are worth millions. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect, flawless condition. Lower grade coins, such as those showing heavy circulation, may be valuable but nowhere near the astronomical figures commanded by high-grade specimens. An MS-65 or higher grade for a 1925 no-mint mark wheat penny indicates virtually no wear, sharp details, and exceptional eye appeal. These coins are incredibly rare, and when one comes up for auction, it becomes a historic event, often drawing attention from collectors worldwide. Auction history also plays a big role in understanding this coin's value. Over the past decades, very few examples have appeared at auction, and when they do, they often sell for record-breaking prices. For example, a single 1925 no-mint mark wheat penny recently sold in a private transaction for over $12 million, setting a new benchmark for rare Lincoln cents. This is a reflection of how scarcity, combined with historical significance and collector demand, can drive prices to unimaginable levels. The coin market, particularly for rare pennies, is often unpredictable, but certain issues like this one remain consistent stars in the numismatic universe. Now, let's explore the investment perspective. Many people ask whether investing in coins like the 1925 no-mint mark wheat penny is a good idea. From a historical standpoint, these coins are irreplaceable artifacts. From a financial standpoint, they have shown incredible value retention and growth over time. Unlike paper currency or many other collectibles, rare coins have intrinsic historical value that often appreciates in times of economic uncertainty. Investors see them not only as beautiful pieces of art and history but also as tangible assets that can diversify a portfolio in a unique and meaningful way. Another fascinating aspect is the global interest in rare pennies. While this coin is American, collectors from all over the world covet it. European collectors, Asian investors, and wealthy collectors from across the globe recognize the Lincoln wheat penny as a symbol of American heritage and scarcity. This global demand contributes to its astronomical value. When a 1925 no-mint mark wheat penny hits the market, it can trigger competitive bidding from multiple continents, making the sale an international event. For those who might be lucky enough to find one in an old collection or estate, knowing what to look for is critical. Look for coins with no mint mark, sharp details, and minimal wear. Pay attention to the condition of the edges, the clarity of the wheat ears on the reverse, and the overall luster. Even small imperfections can dramatically affect value, so having a professional evaluation is essential. Experts also recommend storing such coins in proper holders and protecting them from environmental damage to preserve their value for generations. Beyond the monetary value, the 1925 no-mint mark wheat penny is also significant as a piece of cultural history. It commemorates Abraham Lincoln, one of America's most revered presidents, and reflects the early 20th century American ethos. Collectors often describe holding such a coin as holding a piece of living history, a connection to the past that is tangible, beautiful, and endlessly fascinating. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and enthusiasts. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most legendary coins in American numismatics, a coin that has captured the imagination of collectors worldwide and is considered an absolute treasure in the world of rare pennies. We're talking about the 1940 mint mark Wheat penny. This penny is not just a simple 1-cent coin. It's a piece of American history that has skyrocketed in value over the decades and today can command a market value of an astonishing $10 million depending on its condition and provenance. If you think your old penny collection is just spare change, you might want to listen carefully because you could be holding a fortune in your hands. First, let's go back in time and understand the history of the 1940 Wheat penny. The 1940 penny was minted in Denver, which is represented by the D mint mark. It belongs to the Wheat penny series, officially known as the Lincoln Wheat cent, which was produced by the United States Mint from 1909 to 1958. This series is historically significant because it was the first coin to feature President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, replacing the Indian head cent, which had been in circulation since 1859. The Lincoln cent was introduced to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday, and the Wheat penny design was chosen to symbolize prosperity, with the two stalks of wheat on the reverse representing agricultural abundance in the United States. The 1940 penny, while part of a well-established series, stands out because of its rarity and exceptional demand among collectors. While millions of pennies were produced in 1940, only a small fraction of these coins have survived in high-grade condition. Factors like circulation, wear, and handling have made high-quality specimens extremely scarce. Coins that are uncirculated or in mint state today can fetch millions at auctions, making this penny one of the holy grails for serious collectors. Now, let's talk about the design. On the obverse side, you'll find a beautifully detailed portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, the renowned sculptor. The inscriptions around Lincoln read, "In God We Trust." At the top, Liberty, to the left, and the year, 1940, to the right. The D mint mark is located just below the date, indicating that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint. On the reverse, you'll see the iconic wheat ears framing the words 1 cent in the center, with United States of America below it. The top reads, E pluribus unum, which translates to out of many one, a motto reflecting the unity of the United States. The elegance of this design, coupled with its historical significance, adds to the coin's collectible allure. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1940 Wheat penny is how it achieved its high market value. The current market value of $10 million may sound unbelievable for a 1-cent coin, but this is where rarity, condition, and provenance come into play. Coins that are graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC in mint state 65 or higher can fetch astronomical sums. For example, coins with perfect surfaces, sharp details, and no signs of wear are considered extremely rare. The Denver Mint in 1940 produced millions of coins, but surviving coins in pristine condition are incredibly limited. This scarcity is a major factor driving the coin's astronomical price. Historical sales have demonstrated the incredible demand for this coin. Auctions featuring the 1940 Wheat penny in high grades have seen bids reach into the millions, particularly when the coins have exceptional eye appeal and provenance. Some coins from renowned collections have even exceeded their expected market value, breaking records for Lincoln cents. Collectors and investors alike are willing to pay top dollar because owning such a coin is not just an investment, but also a status symbol in the numismatic world. The allure of possessing a coin that is over 80 years old and in near-perfect condition cannot be overstated. It's important to understand the factors that determine the value of a 1940 Wheat penny. First, the coin's grade or condition plays a critical role. Coins are evaluated on a scale from poor P1 to perfect mint state 70, MS 70. Each level in between reflects the coin's wear, luster, and surface quality. For example, a coin graded MS 65 shows minimal contact marks, sharp details, and excellent eye appeal, while MS 67 or higher is nearly flawless. Even tiny imperfections can dramatically reduce a coin's value. Therefore, collectors spend significant time and effort sourcing coins with superior quality. Next, rarity contributes immensely to the coin's worth. While the 1940 Wheat penny was produced in substantial numbers, surviving high-grade examples are extremely limited. Factors such as circulation, improper storage, and environmental conditions over the decades have caused most coins to deteriorate. Coins that remain uncirculated or close to mint state are therefore highly prized. The fewer coins available in top condition, the higher the price collectors are willing to pay. Provenance also affects value. Coins that were part of famous collections or have historical significance can command higher prices. For instance, if a coin can be traced to a renowned collector or a historical auction, it carries a certain prestige that adds to its monetary value. Collectors pay a premium not just for the coin itself, but also for the story and history it represents. Many enthusiasts are curious about how to identify a genuine 1940 Wheat penny. This is especially crucial given the high value of certain coins, as counterfeit or altered coins do exist in the market. Key features to look for include the correct placement of the D mint mark, precise details on Lincoln's portrait, the sharpness of the wheat stalks on the reverse, and the overall weight and diameter, which should match standard specifications. Consulting professional grading services or numismatic experts is highly recommended to ensure authenticity. Attempting to buy or sell such a valuable coin without verification can result in significant financial risk. Beyond its value, the 1940 Wheat penny is a fascinating piece of American history. Minted during a period of significant global events, including the build-up to World War II, this coin reflects an era of transformation in the United States. Lincoln's image was chosen to symbolize unity, leadership, and moral integrity during challenging times. Collectors often appreciate not just the monetary value of the coin, but also its connection to a pivotal era in American history. Holding a 1940 Wheat penny is like holding a tangible piece of the past, connecting us to the people, culture, and economic circumstances of 1940. For those who are new to coin collecting, understanding the 1940 Wheat penny can be a gateway to exploring the broader world of numismatics. The Lincoln Wheat Cent series offers a rich tapestry of historical, artistic, and financial significance. Coins from different years, mint marks, and conditions provide endless opportunities for collectors to study, collect, and invest. The 1940 penny is often regarded as one of the crown jewels in this series, making it a dream piece for any serious collector. Another important point is the investment potential of owning a rare penny like the 1940 Wheat penny. While general coin collecting can be a hobby, coins of exceptional rarity and quality have proven to be excellent long-term investments. Over the years, their value often outpaces inflation, stock markets, and other traditional assets. For investors, acquiring a high-grade 1940 Wheat penny represents not just a purchase, but a strategic asset that could appreciate significantly over time. Some collectors are also drawn to the aesthetic beauty of the coin. The Wheat penny design is simple yet elegant, with Lincoln's dignified portrait on the front and the symbolic wheat stalks on the reverse. Coins in pristine condition display an almost glowing copper luster, making them visually stunning. The combination of historical importance, rarity, and beauty is what makes the 1940 Wheat penny truly unique. It's also fascinating to note the stories of rediscovery that often accompany rare coins. Many high-value pennies are found in old coin collections, hidden away in jars, drawers, or forgotten collections. Occasionally, someone discovers a near-perfect 1940 Wheat penny among ordinary pennies, completely unaware of its staggering value. These stories contribute to the excitement and allure of coin collecting, where the line between everyday coins and life-changing discoveries can be incredibly thin. Collectors and investors must also be aware of market trends. The value of rare coins like the 1940 Wheat penny is influenced by demand, economic conditions, and collector interest. As more people become aware of rare coins and their investment potential, prices often increase. The coin's value of $10 million today is a reflection of its rarity, condition, and the growing global interest in historical numismatics. Welcome back to the channel, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. Today, we are diving into one of the most fascinating and sought-after coins in the world of numismatics, a coin that can truly change the life of anyone lucky enough to own it. We're talking about the legendary 1941 no-mint mark Wheat penny, a coin whose historical significance, rarity, and current market value have made it a must-have for serious collectors. With a current estimated market value of $11 million, this penny isn't just small in size, it's gigantic in historical and financial significance. In this video, we'll explore the origins of this coin, its design and production, the reasons behind its immense value, the story of its rarity, tips for identifying it, and much more. So, let's start this incredible journey into the world of one of America's most valuable coins. The 1941 Wheat Penny, also known as the Lincoln Cent, is part of a series that was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. This penny series is famous for its obverse design, featuring the profile of Lincoln, which was the first time a U.S. president appeared on a circulating coin. The reverse of the coin features two stalks of wheat flanking the words 1 cent and United States of America, giving it the iconic Wheat Penny name. The Wheat Penny series ran from 1909 to 1958, and coins from this era have become highly collectible, especially those in exceptional condition or with rare minting variations. The 1941 no-mint mark Wheat Penny is particularly intriguing because it was minted in Philadelphia, the only U.S. mint facility that did not place a mint mark on its coins at the time. While millions of 1941 pennies were produced, the rarity of certain variations, errors, and pristine uncirculated coins has created a market frenzy among collectors and investors. But why has this specific 1941 penny reached an astronomical value of $11 million in today's market? To understand that, we need to explore a combination of history, scarcity, condition, and the incredible collector demand that surrounds it. First, let's talk about its historical context. The year 1941 was a tumultuous time in world history. America was on the brink of entering World War II, and the economy was recovering from the Great Depression. Pennies like the 1941 wheat cent were circulating in everyday life, used in grocery stores, vending machines, and streetcars. Most pennies from this era were heavily circulated and show signs of wear, making pristine, high-grade examples extremely rare. For a coin to be worth millions today, it needs to be in near-perfect condition, often graded as MS65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. Coins of this caliber are not only rare, they are museum-quality pieces of history that have survived over 80 years of handling and circulation without significant damage. The design of the 1941 Wheat Penny is a masterpiece of early 20th century coin artistry. On the obverse, you see Abraham Lincoln's profile, designed by Victor David Brenner, a renowned sculptor. Brenner's initials can be found below Lincoln's shoulder, and his attention to detail ensures that every penny is a small work of art. The reverse design features the twin wheat stalks and inscriptions that symbolize prosperity and the American agrarian spirit. Coins with sharply struck details, especially in the wheat stalks, are considered highly desirable because they show the original minting process in remarkable clarity. Coins with weak strikes or worn details are far less valuable. Now, let's dive into the rarity factors that make this coin so special. While millions of 1941 pennies were minted, the key to extreme value lies in uncommon minting errors, limited survival of high-grade coins, and collector demand. Only a small number of these coins exist in mint state today, particularly in the highest grades. These coins have been carefully preserved, often stored in controlled environments or kept in private collections, waiting for the right moment to enter the market. The combination of high grade, historical significance, and scarcity has created a perfect storm that pushes the value of the 1941 no-mint mark Wheat Penny into the millions. It's also important to note that market trends play a huge role in the coin's value. In recent years, rare coins have seen explosive growth as collectors and investors view them as tangible, inflation-resistant assets. Coins like the 1941 Wheat Penny are not only pieces of history, they are investment-grade collectibles. Auctions for high-grade examples can attract bidders from all over the world, including private collectors, museums, and institutional investors, driving the prices to record levels. The current market value of $11 million reflects not only the coin's rarity and condition but also the intense competition among buyers who understand its significance. For anyone who owns a 1941 wheat penny, identifying whether it could be worth millions requires careful examination. First, you need to confirm it is a no-mint mark coin, meaning it was minted in Philadelphia. Next, assess its condition. Coins without wear, scratches, or discoloration are exponentially more valuable. Professional grading is essential, as a certified coin carries credibility and can command higher prices at auction. Additionally, collectors look for subtle variations or errors, such as doubled dies, repunched mint marks, or planchet flaws, which can dramatically increase a coin's value. Now let's explore the stories behind these coins. Many of the most valuable 1941 pennies were discovered in old collections, bank rolls, or forgotten stashes that had been untouched for decades. Some were preserved by coin enthusiasts who recognized their historical importance, while others surfaced through estate sales or auctions. Each coin carries a story, a glimpse into America's past, and the journey it took from minting to circulation to eventual preservation. This human element adds an emotional and historical layer to its monetary value. Collectors often debate whether it is better to hold onto a coin or sell it when the market peaks. For a coin valued at $11 million, timing is crucial. The numismatic market is influenced by economic conditions, investor sentiment, and trends in rare coin collecting. Coins from iconic series like the Wheat Penny often see steady demand because they are small, portable, and historically significant. Unlike some collectibles that can fluctuate wildly, coins like the 1941 Wheat Penny have a built-in base of passionate collectors and investors who ensure a strong market presence. Another interesting aspect is the comparison with other rare coins. While there are numerous valuable coins in U.S. history, few achieve the level of recognition and financial significance of the 1941 no-mint mark Wheat Penny. It stands alongside other legendary coins, such as the 1909 SVDB Lincoln Cent or the 1913 Liberty Nickel, as examples of coins that are both historically iconic and financially transformative. Owning such a coin is not just a financial investment, it is a status symbol within the collector community. For those looking to invest in coins like this, knowledge is key. Understanding minting history, condition grading, market trends, and provenance can make the difference between acquiring a $1 million coin or overpaying for a common example. Consulting professional numismatists, participating in reputable auctions, and maintaining the coin in secure, climate-controlled storage are all essential steps for protecting such a valuable asset. In addition to its financial and historical importance, the 1941 no-mint mark Wheat Penny offers a window into American culture during a pivotal era. The coin was circulating at a time when America was on the cusp of entering World War II, and pennies like this were used by everyday citizens for transactions that fueled the economy. From small purchases at corner stores to charitable donations and public transportation, this coin represents the tangible currency of a nation navigating challenging times. Finally, let's reflect on the legacy of the Lincoln Cent and the Wheat Penny series. These coins are more than just monetary instruments. They are cultural artifacts. Each coin tells a story, preserves a moment in history, and connects us to the lives of people who used them decades ago. The 1941 no-mint mark Wheat Penny, in particular, stands out because it is a perfect blend of artistry, rarity, historical significance, and financial value. Its journey from Philadelphia minting presses to a prized collector's vault encapsulates the magic of numismatics, where history and investment converge. In conclusion, the 1941 no-mint mark Wheat Penny is one of the most remarkable coins ever produced by the United States. Its combination of historical importance, scarcity, pristine condition, and the passion of collectors has elevated it to a status few coins can match. With a current market value of $11 million, this penny is not just small change, it's a life-changing treasure. Imagine pulling a single penny from your pocket, something you have ignored your entire life, something you may have even dropped on the ground without caring, and discovering that this tiny copper-colored coin could be worth millions of dollars. Today we are talking about one of the most shocking modern coins ever discussed by collectors, the 2020 no-mint mark Lincoln Penny. This coin looks ordinary to most people, yet under the right conditions it has stunned the coin world, sparked viral auctions, and created headlines claiming values reaching as high as $8 million. This is not a story from ancient history. This is not a coin from the 1800s. This is a coin that may still be hiding in your change right now. The Lincoln penny has always been a symbol of American history, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the decades, the design has changed, the metal composition has evolved, and minting technology has advanced, yet the penny remains one of the most collected coins in the world. When the year 2020 arrived, no one expected anything unusual. The world was focused on global events, not on pocket change. But quietly, inside the United States Mint facilities, a combination of extreme conditions, production pressure, and rare minting anomalies gave birth to some of the most talked about pennies of the modern era. The 2020 no-mint mark Lincoln penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Coins from Philadelphia traditionally do not carry a mint mark, which is why this penny appears plain under Lincoln's date. Millions were produced, but only a microscopic number were struck under conditions that would later transform them into legendary rarities. Most people assume rarity only comes from low mintage, but in reality, true rarity often comes from mistakes, metal errors, and one-of-a-kind production flaws that slip past quality control. During 2020, the Mint faced unprecedented challenges. Staffing issues, accelerated production schedules, and changes in planchet preparation created a perfect storm. Some pennies were struck on incorrect metal compositions. Others were double-struck, misaligned, or produced with dramatic die errors. A handful of these coins were discovered exhibiting extraordinary features that experts could not replicate. These are the coins that changed everything. Collectors began noticing pennies with unusual weight, unusual color, and strange surface textures. Some 2020 no-mint mark pennies appeared silver or dull gray instead of copper red. Others showed dramatic doubling on Lincoln's portrait, with visible separation in the letters of liberty and in God we trust. In extreme cases, the doubling was so bold that it looked like two designs stacked on top of each other. These are not minor errors. These are museum-level mistakes. One of the most valuable discoveries tied to the 2020 penny involved transitional metal errors. The standard 2020 penny is supposed to be made of zinc with a thin copper coating. However, a tiny number were allegedly struck on experimental or leftover planchets that did not match the official specifications. Coins like these immediately trigger intense scrutiny from professional grading services. When authenticated, they become instant legends. The reason collectors are willing to pay outrageous sums for these pennies is simple. Modern era coins are dramatically rarer than most people realize. While billions of pennies are struck each year, only a few dozen might survive with extreme errors, and sometimes only one example exists. When a coin is truly unique, price limits disappear. The value becomes whatever a wealthy collector is willing to pay. Auction records have shown modern Lincoln cents selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars when they possess dramatic errors and pristine condition. In private collector circles, rumors spread of a 2020 no-mint mark penny with multiple overlapping errors, including a wrong planchet, double die obverse, an off-center strike, reportedly valued at up to $8 million. While such coins are not publicly displayed, private transactions do not always appear in auction databases, fueling mystery and speculation. Condition plays a massive role in value. A circulated 2020 penny with scratches and wear is usually worth 1 cent. But an uncirculated example with mint-state surfaces, original luster, and a confirmed major error can be worth more than luxury homes. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC evaluate these coins under microscopes, measuring weight, metal composition, strike quality, and authenticity. Only coins that pass these rigorous tests earn the highest valuations. One of the most important factors driving value is demand. Lincoln cents have one of the largest collector bases in the world. Millions of collectors compete for the finest and rarest examples. When a coin emerges that combines modern history, mystery, and extreme rarity, competition becomes fierce. Wealthy investors, museums, and elite collectors are willing to pay almost any price to secure a coin that no one else owns. The 2020 no-mint mark penny also carries emotional value. It represents a historic year. Coins minted during times of global crisis often gain additional attention decades later. Collectors see them as physical artifacts of history, frozen in metal. When combined with a rare error, that historical weight multiplies the appeal. If you are wondering how to identify a potentially valuable 2020 penny, the first step is observation. Look closely at the date and confirm there is no mint mark under it. Examine Lincoln's portrait for doubling, especially around the eye, beard, and jawline. Check the lettering for separation or thickness. Weigh the coin using a precise digital scale. Any deviation from the standard weight should raise immediate interest. Inspect the color. A silver or dull gray appearance is a major red flag that demands professional evaluation. Never clean the coin. Cleaning destroys value instantly. If you believe you have found something unusual, place it in a protective holder and consult a reputable coin dealer or grading service. Authentication is everything. Without certification, even the rarest coin remains just a rumor. It is important to understand that not every 2020 penny is worth millions. Social media has exaggerated many claims. However, history proves that extraordinary coins do exist, often discovered by ordinary people. Some of the most valuable coins ever sold were found in pocket change, bank rolls, or forgotten jars. The story of the 2020 no-mint mark Lincoln penny continues to evolve. As more collectors search, new discoveries may emerge, or the most valuable examples may remain hidden for decades. That mystery is what keeps collectors searching every penny they find. So the next time you receive change, pause for a moment. That small copper coin may carry a story far bigger than its size. It may be a piece of history, a rare mistake, and possibly a life-changing discovery. The Lincoln penny has surprised the world before, and there is no reason to believe it cannot do so again. If you enjoyed learning about hidden treasures like this, make sure to check your coins carefully, because the next legendary discovery could be sitting quietly in your pocket right now.